Welcome back to a new episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game Origins, where we discuss influential abilities, attacks, and trainer cards that have been reprinted multiple times throughout the Pokemon Trading Card Game. Since the previous two videos have been about Venusaur and Blastoise, it only seems fair that we talk about Charizard from base set with the Pokemon Power Energy Burn. Finally, you're talking about the greatest Pokemon card ever, and I should know. It is the greatest and most expensive Pokemon card ever sold. Just because a card is expensive doesn't mean that it is good and playable. Blastoise had an entire deck built around it in the Wizards of the Coast era, and it saw a lot of success. I'm sorry. How much damage does a Blastoise do? A mere 60? Charizard, which is a freaking dragon, by the way, does 100 damage, the most of any of the base set Pokemon, and it'll one-shot your dumb turtle. Charizard is not a dragon. Charizard gets one-shot by Blastoise as well because of the weakness, and it doesn't need to discard a double colorless energy to attack. Mega Charizard X is a fire and dragon type, so you're wrong. And anyway, Charizard is the only one in Super Smash Bros., clearly stating that it is the best. Squirtle and Ivysaur are useless since they're unevolved. If you're going to bring video games into this discussion, need to remind you that Venusaur in the original Red and Blue games would crit nearly 100% of the time with Razor Leaf. And another thing, all of you, shut up! I'm trying to tell people about the energy burn ability, not start a war over who the best starter Pokemon is. Leave the bickering down in the comments section and let me get to the video. The first Pokemon that we're going to be talking about is Charizard from base set. Most people will recognize this iconic card from base set, but have you read it? Energy Burn states, as often as you like during your turn before you attack, you may turn all energy attached to Charizard into fire energy for the rest of the turn. This Pokemon power is necessary for Charizard's attack, which costs 4 fire energy, and requires you to discard 2 energy to do 100 damage. With cards like Double Colorless Energy and Electrode with the Pokemon power Bazap, it was possible to attach 4 energies to a Charizard in a single turn. However, using Electrode had a price of giving your opponent a prize card, and it could easily be discarded with cards like Energy Removal and Super Energy Removal. Up next is Ditto from Fossil. Ditto's Pokemon Power Transform states if Ditto is your active Pokemon, treat it as if it were the same card as a defending Pokemon, including type, hit points, weakness, and so on. Except Ditto can't evolve. Always has the Pokemon Power, and you may treat any energy attached to Ditto as energy of any type. Ditto isn't a copy of any other Pokemon while Ditto is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. Ditto is a combination of Mimic, Shapeshift, and Energy Burn abilities. Next up, we have Erika's Oddish from Gym Heroes. Erika's Oddish is next up, and is another special case since it's the only time we will see this ability on a basic Pokemon that can still evolve. This Oddish could take advantage of double colorless energy and plus power for some early game KOs. But other than that, it was just a copy of Energy Burn on a Grass-type Pokemon. Next is Charizard from Expedition base set. The first reprint of the base set Charizard would come with some upgrades, like increasing the damage from 100 to 120, and having to flip 2 coins to see if you have to discard any energy after attacking. The Pokemon Power was changed to a Poke Power, and the name was switched to Burning Energy as well. Next we have Tyranitar from Expedition base set. Tyranitar had the Poke Body Dark Aura, which stated, all energy attached to Tyranitar is a dark energy instead of its usual type. The difference between a Poke Power and a Poke Body is that Poke Power must be activated and can only be used once per turn, while a Poke Body was an ongoing positive effect. Tyranitar's attack stamp required 4 dark energy, which at the time was a special energy card, which meant you can only play 4 in a deck. So Tyranitar without the Poke Body would be virtually unplayable. Yeah. Up next we have Lantern from Aquapolis. Lantern's Poke Power Ion Coating states you may use this power once during each of your turns before your attack. All lightning energy attached to your active Pokemon becomes water energy for the rest of the turn. This effect ends if your active Pokemon retreats or is returned to your hand. This power can't be used if Lantern is affected by a special condition. This is one of the only times where the Pokemon with the ability doesn't have to be the one changing its energy type. This Lantern paired with another Lantern also from Aquapolis to deal extra for each lightning energy attached to it. Up next is Steelix from Skyridge. Steelix Pokebody Rare Metal states, all basic cards attached to Steelix provide metal energy instead of their usual types. Like Tyranitar, this Pokebody allowed you to get around only being able to play 4 metal energy, but this time it specifies that it only changes basic energies and not double colorless energies. And then next we have Ditto from Skyridge. Ditto's Pokebody Prismatic Body states, each basic energy card attached to Ditto provides every type of energy, but provides only one energy at a time. Essentially making all energy attached to Ditto rainbow energy. This Ditto is very reminiscent of the fossil Ditto. Not only the Pokemon power has been stripped down just to mention energy cards, and they have added the copy attack. Time for the obligatory Fire Red and Leaf Green EX card that all the base set cards received. This time Charizard EX had a Pokebody called Energy Flame, that, you guessed it, states, all energy attached to Charizard EX are fire energy instead of its usual type. Once again, this Charizard got an increased attack damage, an increase in attack cost from 4 to 5, but that's not all now. You had to discard all 5 energy to use the attack. Now, if you remember, there was a Blastoise EX from the same set that allowed you to attach as many water energies from your hand to one of your Pokemon as often as you liked. So, conceivably, you could pair the two together to attack with Charizard EX consistently. So there's that. Next up is Magmar from Legend Maker. Magmar's Pokebody Stages of Evolution states, as long as Magmar is an evolved Pokemon, all energy attached to Magmar are fire energy instead of their usual types. But you're probably wondering how Magmar can be evolved if it says that it is a basic Pokemon. Well, you have to look at Magby and its Pokepower. Baby Evolution. Once during your turn before you attack, you may put Magmar from your hand onto Magby. This counts as evolving Magby, and remove all damage counters from Magby. There are 8 different variations of the Stages of Evolution Pokepower each, with text that matches up with their Pokemon. It's very confusing, but that's what Pokemon decided to do around this era. I don't know. Then next we have Venusaur from Crystal Guardians. Venusaur's Pokebody Chlorophyll states, all energy cards that provide only colorless energy attached to your grass Pokemon provide grass energy instead. Now, there are very few different energy cards that only provide a single colorless energy at one time, like the Holo Energies, Cyclone Energy, and Warp Energy. These cards had extra effects when attaching or while attached, but only provide a colorless energy. Venusaur's Chlorophyll allowed those energies to count as grass instead of just plain colorless, after their effects had been used. And then next we got Charizard from Stormfront. Nothing new to see here, just a golden updated version of the base set Charizard for all those suckers. Or, I mean, hardcore collectors of Charizard cards. Moving on! Next up we have Ho-Oh Legend from Heart Gold Soul Silver base set. Ho-Oh Legend's Pokebody, Sacred Rainbow, states, all energy attached to Ho-Oh Legend are fire energy instead of their usual type. This was the introduction of Legend cards, which were 2 separate cards that had to be played from your hand at the same time to make up one Pokemon. Obviously, Pokemon wanted to pay homage to the base set Charizard with this Ho-Oh Legend, even dealing the same damage as Charizard. But as far as Legend cards go, this one is quite forgotten. And after that we have Hydreigon from Noble Victories. Hydreigon's ability, Dark Aura, states, all energy attached to Hydreigon is dark energy instead of its usual type. Finally, I can just say ability instead of mixing up Pokebody, Pokepower, so on and so forth. This Hydreigon is very similar to the Tyranitar from Expedition base set back in 2002. Am I the only one to notice that Hydreigon has appeared in all 3 of the Pokemon Trading Card Game Origins videos? Hydreigon has oddly enough had a printed card with an energy transfer ability, a rain dance ability, and now an energy burn ability? What's going on? Does Hydreigon have a card with every ability ever printed? That can be a video for another time maybe. Charizard from Evolutions. Another Charizard card with energy burn, this time as an ability. Pokemon changed the damage to 200 this time, and increased the number of energies needed to be discarded to 3. Typhlosion from Lost Thunder. Typhlosion's ability Blazing Energy states, once during a turn before you attack, you may use this ability. All energy attached to your Pokemon are fire energy instead of their usual types until the end of your turn. This includes cards that come into play on this turn. You could combo this ability with cards like Triple Energy Acceleration and Twin Energy, but this card has seen almost no play. But you do send energy cards from your opponent's active Pokemon into the Lost Zone instead of the discard, which makes it harder for them to be able to attack next turn. And there you have it. All the printed versions of the ability Energy Burn. Energy Burn isn't seen in too many competitive decks, and it's kind of been forgotten by Pokemon. I know this ability is printed on the most sought after card for collectors, but after looking at its impact in the Pokemon trading card game as a whole, I'd say it's good that Pokemon has virtually forgotten it. I never had a basic Charizard as a kid, and I hated everyone that had one. Even as an adult, I don't have one to this day. But that's enough about me. Which card was your favorite Energy Burn Pokemon? What ability should we do next? Thanks for watching, and please give the video a like and subscribe for more videos weekly. See this? Huh? You Charizard fans, this is your favorite card. This is your boy. Now, this is not my card. I borrowed this from a certain acquaintance of mine. And now I get to do something I've always wanted to do. For all you Charizard fans out there that hyped this card, and for all the years of torment that I could never ever pull this card, you deserve this. Oh, that felt good. Oh. Don't worry, guys. Even though I hate Charizard, I could never do that. No. I could never do that. Too close. Too close to the camera. Too close to the camera. Too close to the camera.